Good morning, good afternoon everyone, wherever you are. Welcome everyone again to this online mindful community. This is the Maryland Meditation Center. My name is Rainbow Narongchai Thanachayo. I'm going to be your host tonight. Hope everyone hear my voice okay. From 0 to 5, what is the scale of my volume at the moment? 0 is the lowest and 5 is the greatest. If you can type in the chat box so I can adjust my voice from here. It's been raining on and off here. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Raj. 5. Okay. Good, perfect. Thank you, Peter. Okay, thank you, everyone. Okay, it's been raining on and off since the beginning of this month. As I mentioned, we are entering the rainy season, and in the rainy season, the monks required to stay at one place, and we call the rain retreat. Rain retreat means we stay at one place for 90 days until the end of the rainy season, and in this 90 days, monks supposed to get back to study Dhamma and practice more of meditation. So we're not allowed to travel unless something really important or emergency, then we can go. Other than that, most of the monks supposed to put everything down, come back to their meditation mode, come back to the reflection of why we become a monk and what is your goal and how far you have to go in order to achieve your goal. I think this is quite a beautiful tradition. From time to time, we may get lost in life. We may lose our purpose of what we have been doing, what are we doing and where are we going. So this kind of question would be nice to ask ourselves from time to time. So the monk take this time to reflect on this kind of question. Okay, what is life? How to live good life? What is mental liberation? What is meditation? How good of your meditation since you become a monk, and how far you have to go, what kind of thing that you have a problem or obstacle with, then this is a good time to seek for advice. This is a good time to sit back, slow down and come back to this meditation practice more intensively. So we have been meditating 4 sessions a day since the beginning of this rain retreat, which will start on I believe July 14 and will be ended around October 16. So if you are tagging along with this Buddhist tradition, you can take this time to slow down and reflect on yourself and try to cultivate maybe one more good habit into your life. I believe we all have good habits, right? And we also have habit that we want to get rid of it, but it's not easy. So Buddhist people take this time to fix one thing at a time. Maybe stop drinking, stop smoking, be on time, or read books every day, or meditate every day, 5 minutes every day, or something like this. Can be anything to regain your mental strength, your physical strength. Okay, you can exercise every day from now on for 90 days. It can be anything that make your life better. Okay, you need to know which area that you need to be improved, then work on that. But take it slow, take it easy, but most importantly, consistency for the next 90 days. And then you will see the result, you will see the big change at the end of this 90-day challenge for your own self. Okay? All right. So, hello James. Oh, Young, hello, how are you? We have Elspeth here, Margaret, Ellen, Troy. Actually, we have 2 Ellens. Okay. Welcome both, Raj, Geraldine, Rochelle, Terry, Steve. How is everything in Boston? We have Macy from Singapore, we have Linda, Becky, hot. Okay, Donna, okay, and Lisa, okay. All right, okay. Well, it can be hot outside, okay, but you can keep your inside world cool, okay. If the world is hot, as a good meditator, we should be able to maintain the coolness inside our mind, okay, without affect from the environment, and that's something we should utilize. Okay, this environment to cultivate mindfulness and to see how much we will be able to maintain the stillness of our mind. Okay, and again, it's such a beautiful month, beautiful time of during the year. Start from this month onward in Thailand, rainy season for 90 days, and continue with the winter season, which is the best time of the year in Thailand. It's so beautiful to be able to live in the wood, slow down, stay with a few monks and get back to the nature and just stay low and focus on meditation. So life is so beautiful here. So wish everyone could have a chance to take some time off, okay, to slow down what you've been doing and find time to meditate more. Here is once a week, every Saturday, 7 to 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can take this time as a vacation of the week. Stop by, put down the phone, let go and come back and to join this community, to sit back and relax. So we can take this vacation together once a week. And during the weekday, you can take vacation on your own. Okay, give yourself time to meditate, bring the mind back to yourself. Stay 10 minutes, stay 5 minutes, it doesn't matter, but the matter is please keep doing it. Please come back to the seat and continue meditating. This is how we develop a peace of mind and find the inner peace inside ourselves. Okay, so meditation is not just for relaxation. Relaxation can be the good reason to start off with, because life out there may be a lot of headache, a lot of suffering, and all of a sudden you find the tool that are available, which is mindfulness and meditation practice. And there are many tools, right? There are many techniques to help calm the mind, help the mind to come back to stay at the present moment, and help the mind to remain calm continuously. And this is how we cultivate our peace and relaxation, okay, to ourselves. Utilize the meditation technique that are available out there. The beautiful thing about meditation practice in Buddhist meditation is it's not just for relaxation. Relaxation will be happening for sure. If you do it correctly, you do it properly, whatever technique you use, you will find relaxation. That's the bottom line. For example, if I inject the 5 kinds of medicine into my finger, right? This medicine A, B, C, D, E, all the medicine will go to my heart anyway. So that means whatever technique you start off with, you need to find a technique that you feel comfortable. So this technique, whatever it is, at the end of those practice, following this technique, it will give you a peace of mind and the calmness, the stillness of the mind. That means you practice correctly. And we go from there. So can be anything. But the thing is, it doesn't stop there. Once we find peace of mind, we can go deeper into our mind, and it can help us to find the higher wisdom inside the mind. The higher wisdom is the wisdom that comes from meditation, comes from the mind being calm, being clear, and being at peace. With that calm, clear, and soft mind, malleable mind, it allow us to see things the way they are. And this is what happened to the mind of the Buddha, the mind of great monks in the past, where they achieved the mental liberation about seeing their own mind, seeing the nature of things, and understand the nature of things, including his or her own mind, and then their mind is liberated. Okay, this is the path of meditation journey. So that's why meditation is come together with wisdom. For us to be success in anything, in the worldly life or in the meditation life or the spiritual life, we need to cultivate wisdom. It's go together. So what is wisdom then? When we hear the word wisdom, wisdom is not intelligence. These two words may be confusing, right? Intelligence is about ability to learn something fast and acquire the new knowledge and put into practice quickly. So this intelligent, you read book, you understand, you can follow the instruction from the book that you read in the very quick way. But wisdom is different. In the eyes of the Buddha, wisdom in Buddhism is about having the right view, understand things the way they are. Nothing to do with education, nothing to do with worldly degree at all. There are many people have a lot of degree, but live life suffering, cannot find peace and happiness in life. As they go to work every day, they run into problems and they don't know how to deal with it. They come home with a lot of suffering. But people with wisdom can live life very happy with all kind of conditions. Whether they're poor or they're rich, they can manage their mind to go through the situation in life in a wholesome way. So they can smile, they can be relaxed. Whatever happened in life, okay, I don't think people with wisdom would commit suicide or harm oneself or harm others. Oppositely, people with highly intelligent people may breaking a lot of precepts, may harm oneself and may harm others. This is the difference. And when we hear the word wisdom, I like you to think of two things. First, brightness of the light. And second, liberation. You are liberated from whatever problem, suffering, conflict that you have. And this is called wisdom. You can imagine that when you open up to the dark room and you see nothing and you get scared, you may not know, is that the table, is that any snake on the floor or anything that you might step on and you may get hurt. So you're afraid to walk into that room because you are fear, you feel fearful. And all of a sudden you turn on the light, and once you turn on the light's on, the room become bright and you see everything in that room. And when you see everything in that room, your mind is liberated from fear. You no longer get scared because you know, oh, that's the table over there, there's no snake in the room, you know the path that you can walk through that room without getting hurt yourself. So this is the idea of wisdom. And how many kind of wisdom out there? According to the Buddhist text, there are 3 levels of wisdom, which I found it very interesting, because as I go to school, nobody talk about this kind of wisdom at all. Whether study here in Thailand or went to school overseas, no one talk about this kind of wisdom. So start from the first wisdom. The first level of wisdom, or the first kind of wisdom, is called the learned wisdom. Wisdom come from listening, come from reading book, come from talking to people, go to seminar, get yourself education. Then we have knowledge, right? If we don't know anything about meditation, so we seek for meditation knowledge. We can read book, we can listen to the teacher, we can go to the meditation retreat, and then we have that wisdom of how can we meditate. This is called learned wisdom. Everyone seems to know that, right? You go to school, get education, and understand about that subject. And the second kind of wisdom is called wisdom that comes from analytical thinking. Once you learn, you have that information, and then you take time to slow down and digest those information, then you know more. It's become your wisdom, right? As you don't know anything about meditation, you come to know, you sit for a month, 3 months, then you start understanding how meditation works, how your mind works. So this is another kind of wisdom. Wisdom comes from thinking and try to understand, okay, intellectually thinking. From learning, come to thinking. But the last kind of wisdom, which, the wisdom that I like to focus today, is called wisdom comes from seeing. There is a term called vipassana in meditation. In Buddhist meditation practice, vipassana, Passana means seeing. We means seeing things in a special way, seeing things in a different way, seeing things clearly. Because when we see, we understand. To me, this is quite deep, because it's not just from reading book, from listening to someone, from thinking, but this type of wisdom is the wisdom that comes from seeing. You actually see things the way they are, see the law of nature, see the rising and falling of things, right? We see the impermanent nature, see the suffering nature, see the uncontrollable nature when things happen. A lot of things we cannot control. So this is how the Buddha developed his own wisdom. He sees things the way they are. To be specific, he sees his own mind. He sees what inside the mind. He sees how the mind works. He sees that the mind has impurity, just like the body has virus, bacteria, and fungus. Human mind also come with the disease, come with the virus, come with the fungus, come with this kind of virus that shape the way we think, the way we do things, and the way we say things. And once we see it, we understand how it works, and then we can find a way to remove them or to control them. And this is the beauty of meditation practice. It brings back the clarity of our mind. It helps us to see things the way they are. Okay? And that is why meditation is not just for relaxation, because it helps us to deal with problems more effectively. So you may think of the level of, now we're talking about 3 kinds of wisdom, right? Wisdom comes from learning, wisdom comes from thinking, and wisdom that comes from seeing. When you see things, you understand things. And it's also, there's another thing called level of meditation that we can actually put into practice, right? The first level is we have the wisdom that we can teach ourselves to get out of the problem or conflict that we have. When we run into something that we don't like, how can we deal with this? This is one form of wisdom. Some people deal with the problem unwholesomely, use violence to deal with violence. It doesn't work. It never works, because violence can only be removed through loving kindness. This is the only antidote that's available when it comes to anger, when it comes to violence. We need to develop loving kindness. So again, this is the wisdom that you can use when it comes to conflict, when it comes to loving kindness, when it comes to anger, when it comes to violence, and we develop loving kindness, then problem solved. Okay, this is the first level of meditation, of how can you live life happily as you go through life, as you face something you face something you don't like. And then if you know how to deal with this properly, wholesomely, That means you have developed the first level of wisdom. And the second level of wisdom is the wisdom that above this level, you not only be able to deal with things okay, properly and wholesomely, you are able to accept and let go. This is the wisdom about seeing things the way they are, seeing the world the way the world is. So there is something called the law of common characteristic, right? The nature, which is everything is impermanent, continue to change, and everything is dukkha, or is oppressed, is unsatisfactoriness. It comes with that sense. Why? Because it's impermanent. Because it's impermanent. When we deal with something that impermanent, then deep down the mind feel worry, feel unsatisfied, because it keep on changing. And the last character of this law of nature is uncontrollable. Uncontrollable, nothing we can do about it. Okay, when we have the new car, the car is an object. It's impermanent, right? Eventually it's gonna fall apart. Okay, 3 years, 5 years from now, the car will getting older and older. And as we have the new car, our mind also feel worry about the car. When you park the car in front of your house, you may afraid that someone may hit your car or something may happen to the car. So it's impermanent and it's come with worry. And nothing you can do about it. You cannot stop the car from getting older or falling apart. It's going to be happening. Human, animal, object, you name it. These are the object that we are dealing with on a daily basis. We have people we love, and when things happen to them, they get old, they die. Can we do something about it? Okay. In the reality, nothing much we can do. This thing will happen. Even ourselves, we have no control of this body. The body get old, the body get ill, and eventually the body fall apart. Why? Because it's the nature thing. It's the law of nature. So people who have this kind of wisdom, they understand this law of nature, they are able to accept, and they will be able to move on with their life without too much suffering. And this is the second level of wisdom. And the third level of wisdom, which is the highest wisdom, is the wisdom that helps us to remove the impurity of the mind completely through the meditation practice. Because when we meditation in a deeper level, when the mind is super peaceful, super still, we are happy, we feel joy, we feel rapture in the whole body, and all the 5 hindrances have been removed. There is no sense desire, no hatred, no sleepiness, no worriness, and no doubt in your meditation. Your mind is in deep concentration, and that allows you to access to this higher level of wisdom. You start seeing things the way they are. You start be able to accept things the way they are without too much suffering. And beyond that level, you'll be able to penetrate deeper into your own mind and see the defilement in the mind, how the defilement take control human mind, and we are able to remove those defilement from our mind completely. Remove greed, remove hatred, remove delusion or ignorance, remove all kind of craving that run our life. And this is what happened in the mind of the Buddha and the great monk in the past, just through meditation practice. Remember, the Buddha did not read the book. There was no book available back then. The only way he can gain wisdom is to search for teacher and listen to the teaching and put into thinking and put into practice. This is how he developed his wisdom. And I think this formula still works even nowadays. So in short, if you want to develop the wisdom into our life, we need to find good teacher. If you want to be the best engineer, you go to the engineer school. Find the best teacher in that area, and one day you can become a good engineer as well. So start from finding good teacher, finding good friend, like-minded friends. You hang out with meditator, you will be a good meditator. You hang out with the gambler, you will be a good gambler, a thief, you name it. It depends on the book you read and people you hang out with will have a big impact into your life. So starting from finding good teacher, and then listen to them wholeheartedly. Empty your class. If you go to the meditation class, listen to your teacher. You go to school, again, wholeheartedly listen to your teacher and think about it. Think about it. This is after you hear, you come back, you reflect on what you learn. Okay, this is called the second factor. Get the knowledge, reflect on it, critical thinking, analytical thinking about that knowledge or that information. And then once after you listen, you think about it, and most importantly, number 4 is about put everything you learn into practice. Practice diligently according to the teaching that you have learned, or the information that you have received from your class, from your teacher. Put into practice. Have a little bit, start from initial faith toward your teacher, and slowly develop faith toward your teacher and the knowledge that you have. And eventually you will be good at that thing, whether anything about business or something about meditation or spiritual development. I think this formula is useful and it's always work. Okay, so that's something I like to mention today. I feel grateful for everyone to have a chance to meditate, because you don't know what is waiting for you down the road. For now, let's look for peace and relaxation as the beginning. And down the road, okay, you slowly develop the wisdom without you knowing that you're on your way to get to the higher wisdom that a man can achieve. The wisdom that helps us to understand life much better. The wisdom that helps us to be able to remove greed, hatred, and delusion, or these viruses from our own mind. And that's something waiting for you down the road of this meditation journey. Okay, so please get excited about it and make schedule to find community, find time like this to join meditation together in this community. Can be any community. If you have a physical class of meditation open nearby your area, feel free to join them and learn from them. I think the more the merrier. You gain knowledge, you have a chance to sit and meditate. Okay, but if you feel like you have maybe inconvenient for you to go out, again, this space is for you. Come back and meditate together. All right, so hope everyone gets some wisdom from today wisdom talk. Okay, so before we sit for the next 35 to 40 minutes, I like everyone to take 1 minute exercise. Everyone's ready? What we will be doing for the next 1 minute is doing nothing. I will, teach you how to do it. So you will be closing your eyes. You will breathe in and out without altering your breath, without forcing how the body breathes. Just observe the body breath and pay attention to one fixed location. In this case, you can fix your focal point here between your nostril and your upper lips. Keep your attention fixed here while you're breathing in and out for that 1 minute, and to see your own thought, to see how you feel, to see the sensation of the body, and do your best not to analyze. See, understand, accept, stay calm. Can you do that for 1 minute? If you can do in 1 minute, then you can do this for the next 30 minutes. Okay? When thought arrives, acknowledge it, no criticize, don't feel upset. Come back to this place. Or if you feel comfortable with the center of the body, you can stay focused at the center of the body as well as we breathe in and out. Okay, let's do it together. You can have your eye open or you can close your eyes, no problem. You can breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth, no problem. Or can breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your nose as you feel comfortable. No need to change anything, no need to analyze anything, just purely observe. Okay? All right, let's take a deep breath for 1 minute. Just breathe in and out normally for 1 minute. No need to change the way you breathe. Purely observe how the body breathes, short or long, the sensation of the body as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Notice any thought. Can you feel relaxed and come back and stay focused without feeling agitated, without giving yourself a hard time? Okay, 1 more minute. Okay, time's up. That was 1 minute. How did you feel? any thought, any sensation? Can you stay calm? Can you stay relaxed? Can you stay conscious and know what happened? Know the sensation of the body at the same time. Know that, hey, now my attention moved to that thought. And just knowing, and no need to analyze the thought. Know that my attention moved to that thought. Acknowledge it and come back to your focal point, whether here or at the center of the body or anywhere in the body. So in that 1 minute exercise, this is something you can utilize during the day when you at work, when you have time for 1 minute, instead of checking your phone, checking your Facebook. Put that down, come back to your breath, come back to the physical sensation. And this is the form of mindfulness practice which is very useful during the day. And when you come home, you already prepare your mind all day long to come back more often. And when you have time to sit for 30 minutes or 1 hour, that help the mind to come back and stay still much better and much longer. Okay, I hope this exercise helped. Okay, now it's time for us to meditate for the next 30 to 40 minutes. And that was about 40 minutes sitting together in silence. So hope everyone finds some inner peace inside your mind. And notice how the quality of your mind have been changed, have been developed. Some of you may find yourself being calm and relaxed within the first 5-10 minutes. Or some of you may even find yourself being calm and relaxed shorter than that, the first 5 minutes, the first 3 minutes. And this is the indicator telling us that we practice correctly, to be calm, to be conscious, to be relaxed, and to be able to stay in that experience continuously. And as your mind attention move for thought, get distraction by something, and then if you can bring it back, stay calm and stay relaxed and continue. It doesn't matter how many times the mind go out. The most important thing is you acknowledge that, you're aware of that your mind has moved, then you bring it back, and then you can start over again. 10 times, 100 times, doesn't matter. Start over again, enjoy it, relax it. This is a good indicator that you have practiced correctly, and you are on your way to be success and to achieve in your meditation practice. Okay, so take one thing at a time, learn from each session that you sit, and adjust next time you sit. Okay, this is a journey of joy, journey of mental development. And if you notice something that you have difficulty with, any challenges of this session, jot it down. Okay, to reflect on it. Why you have numbness today? Why all of a sudden your body disappear? Why all of a sudden the thought come back again? There must be a reason. So develop the sense of observation, jot it down on your daily meditation journal, and then come back and reflect on it from time to time. Okay, and feel free to share your experience or ask questions if you have one. Okay, and at the same time, if you have friends or people that maybe benefit from this community, again, please let them know as well. So we hope to grow this community together and allow people to explore meditation journey and find the inner peace inside themselves. Okay, and we have come to the 30th episode already. Unbelievably fast. We start the journey at the 1st of January of this year, and now we have come this far. So the 2022 have about 53 weeks, and now we have come to the 30 weeks already. That means we have 23 weeks to go until the end of this year. So to me, I realized, wow, time is flying really quickly. If you think of one whole year, we may think of, wow, it's a long time, right? It's from January 1st to December 31st. But as we come back, not thinking about anything, just bring ourselves back to the community, to the meditation, and then we move on with our life. And once a week we come back and meditate again. So we don't know how fast the time is flying, but in fact it's flying very fast. Okay, but it doesn't flying in vain. We learn something, we develop something, we improve something along the way, and that's the beauty of self-discipline. So please make sure that you find time to meditate and go from there. Don't worry about the result. Okay, just stick around, have self-discipline and observe. Okay, please observe. Don't just sit without observe and reflect on your technique that you use. If you observe, reflect and adjust, definitely you will be achieve in advanced meditation. You'll be able to calm your mind and control your mind as you wish. Okay, all right. Hope everyone have a good weekend. Again, then if any question, feel free, and if not, that's fine. And that's sharing from Melanie, that is very nice. And you not eating meat for 3 months, and you stopped eating chicken broth and egg recently. Okay, how do you feel so far? Okay, when you change your eating habits, does it affect your physical strength? Does it affect your meditation practice? Okay, overall, physically, mentally, spiritually, how does changing eating habit affect this area? So if you feel positive, you feel more energetic, you feel lively, the body telling you that you're doing correctly. Okay, so keep on experimenting it and to see if this is something that your body it works best for your body, mind and spirit. Okay, if the answer is yes, then go for it. Okay, so I'm happy for you, Melanin. Okay, to see Raj, question from Raj, when should we start Vipassana meditation? Wow. Okay, you're looking for something advanced, huh? So what do you mean by Vipassana? How much you understand Vipassana meditation, right? And I have attended Vipassana session in there's a famous temple in Thailand, and I also curious about Vipassana meditation. As we know, Buddhist meditation have Samatha Bhavana, which is meditation that help calm the mind down, or calming meditation, and Vipassana Bhavana to develop insight meditation that help us to gain insight into the nature of things. And these two things, there are detailed explanation. Okay, for the calming meditation, 40 technique, there are detailed explanation of how to do it precisely. But when it comes to Vipassana meditation, there's nothing much mentioned in the Buddhist text of how to actually practicing it. And that's something we need to figure it out. And when we go to Vipassana, most of the Vipassana school teach us how to practice walking meditation and breathing meditation, knowing that your body move, left leg, right legs, knowing that your belly expand and contract when you breathe. And this is how they start introduce Vipassana. In fact, we already started in this community. Vipassana is about knowing and seeing things in different way. Okay, to be specific, or strictly speaking, seeing the five aggregate, how it change, how the impermanence of this five aggregate. When we breathe, we notice the whole body, the impermanence of the body, that the body is not us. It keep on changing, it will falling apart someday, it come with sickness, and nothing we can cling on it, nothing we should cling on this body. And this is the idea of Vipassana. So if you prefer, you can slowly develop yourself toward this direction by being more mindful and more reflection on the nature of your own self, the nature of these five aggregate. Okay, when you eat, when you walk, when you talk, you be mindful, and when things happen, okay, you have a good foundation of Vipassana practice. Just keep on repeating that wisdom, repeating that understanding, and repeating that practice. Okay, don't worry too much about the theoretical part of how to do Vipassana, but if you are able to understand the nature of things, be able to let go, not only be able to let go, can you develop loving kindness to someone that you hate? Okay, so this is the idea of how we develop Vipassana practice. Okay, so let's go from here for now. Okay, Raj. Hope that helped. From Becky, I have been meditating daily, some day 45 minutes, some day 5 to 10 minutes, but it's good developing daily practice. Of course, Becky, of course. Go from there. Start simple, start small. Go with your feeling. If today your body allow you to sit 5-10 minutes, take it. And next day, if you feel like, wow, I don't want to leave the seat, please don't leave the seat. Sit, okay? Don't worry about the phone, don't worry about what's waiting for you, because this moment is rare to be happening, where the body and mind come into balance. And when you find that, when it happened to you during the session that you sit, please continue. And my master always said, forget the whole world, continue to sit, because this is the chance for you to go deeper into your mind. And it's hard for this experience to be happening. You don't know how it happened, all of a sudden it happened. The body relaxed, the mind at peace. These two things come into balance, and there's no hindrances, no thought, no sense desire, no hatred, no sleepiness. You feel awake, you feel fresh, you feel super peaceful. Stay there, don't leave the seat. It doesn't matter how long, okay? Happy for you, Becky. All right, so hope everyone enjoy the session. Okay. Hoping to work on food more once I master 90-day challenge. Okay, Becky, keep on observing. Okay, it's a journey. No, don't force yourself. Okay, enjoy observing, relax, adjust the eating habit to see how it affects your meditation practice, how it affects your physical strength. So you go from there. Exercise, adjust eating habits. These are the things that I think is help us in the long run to be a good person, to be a happy person, and to be success in anything, including meditation. Okay, all right. So see everyone again next Saturday. Stay safe, stay happy, and continue to meditate. And please come back and share with us your experience, what happened to your practice next week. Okay, have a good one, everyone.